Dear students, welcome to Study and Learn Academy. I am Dr. Ganpat Nagda, and today we will start a new topic, a new chapter, that is chemical bonding, class 10th ICSE board. Chemical bond. A chemical bond is the force of attraction between atoms that leads to the formation of chemical compounds. The bond occurs because of electrostatic force of attraction between atoms of opposite charges and through the sharing of electrons in covalent bonds. Atoms lose, gain or share electrons to attain octet configuration and stability. The force of attraction is the result of the behavior of the outermost or valence electrons. Based on this force, different types of bonds are formed, giving to rise to different properties in compounds. The strength of chemical bond varies considerably, leading to the formation of strong or primary bonds and weak or secondary bonds. Strong bonds include ionic or electrovalent bonds, covalent bonds, and coordinate covalent and dative bonds or bond. Weak bonds include dipole-dipole interaction and hydrogen bonds. The three main types of atomic bonds are: first, ionic bonds. They are formed because of non-directional interatomic forces and electron transfer. They give structures of high coordination and there is a electric conductivity at low temperature. Second, covalent bonds. They are formed because of the localized large interatomic forces and electron sharing. They help from structure of low coordination and low conductivity at low temperature for pure crystals. Metallic bonds. They are formed due to non-directional large interatomic forces. Ionic or electrovalent bond. Ionic bonding is the complete transfer of valence electron between atoms. Ionic bonds occur between metals, electron donors, and non-metals, electron acceptors, because of the electrostatic force of attraction between positive and negative ions. Ionic or electrovalent bonds are formed under the condition of low ionization energy, high electron affinity, and high lattice energy. Why does ionic bond form? It occurs in metals because they have few valence electrons, and metals tend to lose electrons to attain octet configuration and achieve noble gas configuration. It occurs in non-metals since non-metals readily accept electrons to achieve noble gas configuration. Characteristics of ionic bonds. Ionic compounds have high melting and boiling points. They are dense because their crystalline form contain crystal lattices of tightly packed molecules. Their crystalline forms are always soluble in water. Crystals cannot conduct electricity in the solid state. The chemical bond generates two oppositely charged ions. Metals lose electrons to become a positively charged cations, while non-metals accept those electrons to become a negative charge anions. The charges on the anion and cation correspond to the number of electrons donated or received. The net charge of the compound is zero. Covalent bond. Covalent bonds are formed between two or more atoms when they share electrons. They are normally formed between atoms of similar electronegativity and may occur between atoms of same or different kind. Example: hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen share 1, 2 and 3 electrons respectively with similar atoms to form molecules. Carbon and hydrogen share electron to form hydrocarbons. Covalent bonds can be polar or non-polar. The more the difference in electronegativity, the more is the polar nature of the molecule. Polar covalent bonds needed between atoms with difference in electronegativity. For example, water and hydrogen chloride. Covalent bonds are of three types: single covalent bonds, double covalent bonds, and triple covalent bonds. Conditions for the formation of covalent bond. Both atoms should have 4 or more electrons in their outermost shells. Non-metals with exceptions being hydrogen, beryllium, boron, aluminium, etc. Both the atoms should have high electronegativity, electron affinity and ionization energy. The electronegativity difference between the combining atoms should be either 0 or negligible. So you can see the properties, then electrovalent compounds and covalent compounds. First, nature. Electrovalent compounds are hard solids with strong electrostatic forces of attraction between constituent ions. Covalent compounds in nature, gases, liquids or solid with weak forces of attraction between constituent atoms. Boiling and melting points. Electrovalent compounds have high amount of energy needed to break strong bonding force between ions. Hence they are considered non-volatile with high boiling and melting points. In respect to electrovalent, covalent compounds, less energy required to break weak forces of attraction between binding atoms. Hence they are considered volatile with low boiling and melting points. Next property is ionization. Electrovalent compounds are polar solvent, decrease electrostatic force of attraction between constituent ions, so ions become available in aqueous solution in the case of electrovalent compound. Covalent compounds, they do not have ions, hence do not dissociate even in water. Dissociation. Electrovalent compound ions dissociate in water or in molten state and migrate towards electrodes depending on the charge present. There is no dissociation of ions found in covalent compounds. Solubility. Soluble in solvents. Example, chlorine, bromine. Soluble in non-polar solvents. Examples, toluene, benzene. Next bond is coordinate bond or dative bond. A coordinate covalent bond, also known as a dative bond or coordinate bond, is a type of covalent bond in which the two shared electrons are supplied by the same atom. It is formed by two atoms sharing a pair of electrons where one of the atoms has a lone pair of electrons. The electrons are attracted to both the nuclei. The atom which supplies both the electrons is called donor and the other atom is called acceptor. A lone pair is a valence electron pair without bonding or sharing with other atoms. They are found in the outermost electron shell of an atom. Example, nitrogen has 5 valence electrons, of which 3 are used for bonding with hydrogen to form ammonia. Nitrogen in ammonia thus has one lone pair of electrons left. When ammonia combines with a hydrogen ion, it forms ammonium ion. Nitrogen is the donor and hydrogen ion is the acceptor. Thanks for watching. This is all about this today's lecture. Thank you very much. Goodbye.